Marry me. This is Jen with Jen the Demonic. How's it going? Video number 2. Yes, I thought I was going to make it the same day, but I again, there's so many of you. We got inundated by a lot of things, so it's hard to make videos. It's hard to come here and make content, but I will definitely try. Excuse me. I have two surprises for you. Actually, before anything. Let me tell you what we're gonna do today. Excuse me. I seem to have a little bit of tickle in my throat. Hmm. All right. All right, I'm good. So today we're gonna talk about the money wealth. I am going to give you some affirmations, and we're going to still use the water. But for the money wealth, you can also use coffee if you are a coffee person in the morning. We're gonna talk about that. I have two surprises for you. One, I know after the video was posted, the obsession video was posted, I received an enormous amount of emails about clients that, Jen, please, can you please extend the Easter sale? It's Friday. I get paid on Friday. So I talked to the casters. Not everyone is happy about it. I gotta tell you, it's always because there's multiple people in this. It's always a little bit of a struggle to be able to negotiate a sale, okay? So, but I was able to extend it until April 14th. Now, on April 14th, it will go out automatically, and they said no, it will not be extended. They're being categorical about it, okay? So there's nothing I can do because unfortunately, it is not just me casting. There's other people involved, and it is our policy that our casters have to agree to the sale that we put out on our site. So they have agreed until April 14th. So any one of you who said, I want to buy this stuff, do it over the weekend because on April 14th, I am not going to be able to negotiate any longer. Okay, so that's number one. If after April 14th, or even in these days, if you're looking for cheap solutions to get energy going on your target or on yourself or on your targets for couples, etc., for breakup, for obsessions, look under the tab Gen only. Yes, it is non-coven work. You can go at the bottom of the listing and pay either in US dollars or euros if you live in the EU, and you can purchase through those links at the bottom of the listing, and those are cheaper because they're not Coven cast. It's just me. You can alternate between the Coven cast with more people, more power, or just me. My work is not too shabby either because I've been able to break up and marry people for 10 years without even having a coven. So you can still purchase my own work, single work, by going under the tab Gen Only, scrolling down to each listing, and you will see some links at the bottom, and these links will bring you to either paying with the option of paying either in US dollars or in euros, and you can purchase a cheaper spell that I only cast with the same amount of time, okay? With the same process. So Aaron will still process, Hannah will still schedule, but I'm the one casting. So it's important. These are all cheap options, and then you can alternate between the coven and the non-coven. We offer many options for you to be able to work on your life, on your relationship, on your situation in a reasonable way. Okay? So having said that, yes, the sale is extended until April 14th, but I don't know if I can do anything after. Okay? So do the needful. So that's number one. Number two surprise is that I'm thinking there has been quite a few that want me to talk about demonology. Okay, so I'll be doing a series on demonology, on the entities that we use most often on in at our practice. So you can get familiar with them, and then, I can give a little guidance on summoning them. And I'm sure that there will be quite a few of you interested in them, because some of you have asked for something like this for about a year or so. So I decided that I am going to try to do this more often, okay? And there will be a demonology series, and there will be little tricks, law of attraction, energetic work, stuff that you can do on your own, and also we'll go back to doing a little bit of candle spells, okay? All right. So for this one, it's a water incantation. Now, the affirmations that I'm gonna give you, they are all over. Like, many manifestors use them. It's really not a surprise. Some of them you might have heard. Some of them we actually send them to you when you purchase the money wealth spell. Here's what I like to touch upon this, because I think this is important. Here's what's important between what a manifestor, a law of attraction guru, a law of attraction personality does, and a caster, meaning a real one. The caster not only manifests, the caster activates. So the caster always uses some medium, in this case water, to activate the words. So they're not just words. Kind of like, remember in some of my videos, especially the breakup videos and love videos where I use candle work, I tell you to bless the candle, because otherwise it's just a candle. You need to activate that candle so that that candle represents the person that you're operating on. Some of the videos talk about that. I refer you to the videos below, okay? It's kind of the same concept to where water, which is a conductor of energy, is activating your words. So there's nothing new on the affirmation. There's nothing new on the stuff that I'm telling you. It's really public knowledge that you can put out an intention and receive from the universe. The difference here is that I activate it. So you can choose to come back to this video and activate it with me, or you can simply do this on your own. The way that I activate, excuse me, the way that I activate the words are through water. I use water. If you are doing this in the morning and you drink coffee, you can use coffee as well. Let me be precise here. I made a video just yesterday, I think, or the day before, about obsession, water incantation spell obsession. Do not use coffee with that, okay? Only use water and number one. So do exactly what I do on that video, okay? For the money wealth, you can use coffee or you can use water. You need to do this in the morning. And if you're intending to do the whisper method, aka obsession spell, aka water incantation spell, then you don't do that, the money wealth. It's either you do one for 7 days or the other for 7 days. If you're doing the money wealth spell, the incantations, the affirmations related to the money wealth spells, in the way that I do it, so with the water activation or the liquid activation, that might be coffee. Do not use alcohol, by the way. Only water or coffee in the morning with something that is not a plastic. So the plastic, you pour the content of the plastic onto something that is not plastic. But you need to do that several days. And I chose the affirmations that I feel are the most important to me. There's many. There's many gurus, there's many, they're all over TikTok, they're all over YouTube. I'm not telling you anything new in terms of manifestations. What's new is activation. That's the difference between a manifester and a caster, in my view. Okay, let's start by pouring a little bit water or coffee. And we're gonna start by activating your cup. So for the money, I want you to imagine something very specific. You know, when you go to Las Vegas, if you are in the United States, or you go to a casino in general, and you hear that music, and you hear the coin sound, the coins dropping, it almost feels like they're dropping on the floor, and some of them might actually do drop on the floor. But you hear like that constant repetitive sound of the coins dropping. Now, that's what I want you to focus on. Imagine you are in your room and you hear a ka-ching sound. That's how we call it in the United States. It's this casino sound of the money, of the coins dropping on the floor or out of the machine. And that's what I want you to imagine, except the coins are now dropping, a lot of coins are dropping in your room, wherever you are right now, and they cannot be stopped. And as you imagine, do exactly what I do and come back to this video as many times as you need throughout your life journey. I am wealthy. I love the vibration of money. Money is too easy to make. Unexpected money has come and will come to me in 24 hours or less. Every penny I spend is returned to me tenfold. Money is constantly seeking me. The more I relax, the more I receive. Money is constantly drawn to me. I am a money magnet. I experience once in a lifetime opportunities multiple times a day. And I am grateful for where I am now and for everything that I receive. Palms up, so be it. So, what have we done? What's the meaning of these affirmations? How does the water help activate? Because the affirmations, as I said, are nothing new. You can find them everywhere. There probably, if you Google money affirmations, you'll probably see some of them. So first of all, you put yourself in a state of abundance. You live in the moment thinking that you already are wealthy. I am wealthy. It doesn't matter if you have $5 in the bank right now. You are wealthy. Just trick yourself into believing that. Doesn't have to be, doesn't, I'm just trying to shift your mind to what might work, okay? So that we change your timeline. And then some people have a problem with money. They grew up If you grew up in an Italian family, I guarantee you that you have a problem with money because we there's this belief that everybody that has money is a crook, right? You need to embrace the love for money. I love the vibration of money. Also, another thing, some people think that in order to get money, you need to work really hard. You need to be like working 16 hours a day. And that is actually not true. The people that work that many hours are not people that are going to make a lot of money over a lifetime. There's a thing called passive income to where you can make money without doing anything. But you obviously want to work, obviously want to be uh, having pride of the work that you have, and you also want to contribute to society with something that you feel it's can make a difference in the life of people, that can help people. So I am not discounting the value of work. I am just saying that money is too easy to make, so that you don't think that making money is so hard. Unexpected money has come to me and will come to me in 24 hours or less. Drink the water after that, because that activates the future. Now, this one is, I have to say, every penny I spend is returned to me tenfold is a beautiful way. Because every time you have an expense, say you receive a bill in the mail, and it's, I thought I was going to get a tax refund. Instead, I owe taxes, and it's a lot. So when you get that bill, say every penny I spend is returned to me tenfold. That changes things around for you. Money is constantly seeking me. The more I relax, the more I receive, so you're not so stressed. The other ones are pretty much self-explanatory. I want to just draw your attention to one part of this that I love. No, not just like love. I experience once in a lifetime opportunities multiple times a day. That opens you for just about everything. If you are in the music business, if you are in the acting business, if you, whatever your situation is, it just opens your opportunities. Or for whatever, if you want to open a daycare, you're thinking about this, you're just gonna have more ideas, more things will come to you. Okay, this is just to call in all the good energy. And in order to call in the good energy, you have to acknowledge where you are with gratitude. And I know this is the hardest part, because it's not always, it does not always feel, it feels counterintuitive, right? Maybe you just lost your home. It says, I am grateful. What am I grateful for? I just lost my home. There's always, believe me, there's always a way to be grateful. I just lost my home, but I'm alive. I am grateful to be alive. It could have gone a lot worse. I am grateful for something. Find something to be grateful of. Build from there. And I know this is just the hardest part. And most of all, please do not say, "Oh, this stuff doesn't work," because every spirit in the universe will say, "Well, if you think that way, you know." So you have to do that with the belief that you can change your own life. We do have a money wealth spell that can be ordered, and that is more traditional in the casting realm, with candles and with summoning, and but we always do give these little tricks to clients to do while we cast the money wealth spell, because we do believe not only in casting for you, but also to empower you overall on the things that can truly change your life, can truly make a difference in your life. And this is all that I have for you. Remember, the sale is extended until April 14th, but there's always a way to have a cheaper version of the spell by going under the tab Gen only, okay? Also, that we're gonna start talking about demonology. Probably, I don't know if over the weekend or next week. I'll see if I can find some time and start probably with Belial, because there's quite a few of you that have asked that I talked about Belial. I'm not sure I talked about Belial before. I will have to go over my videos, but this is all that I have for you, and I hope that you found this helpful. I am very, very happy that you're here with me today. And this is Jen with Jenny Demonic. Bye.